Have you ever stopped to think about what really happens the moment you fall asleep? You know, when your conscious mind totally clocks out for the night? Well, it turns out your body starts talking. And the way you position yourself to sleep, well, it's not random at all. So today, we're going to decode that secret language and find out what your body's been trying to tell you.
I mean, really think about that for a second. When you finally drift off, you're not in control anymore. So what story does your body choose to tell on its own? What's its default setting? Because believe me, that unconscious choice, it's incredibly revealing.
Yep, because while you're off dreaming about, I don't know, flying or forgetting to study for a big test, your actual physical posture is communicating something really deep. And the story it's telling? Well, let's just say it's probably a lot more honest than the one you tell during the day.
And that brings us right to the heart of this whole thing. The best way to think about your sleep posture is as a kind of subconscious confession. It's that moment where your body finally gets to reveal what your mind might be trying to hide.
You see, the second your conscious brain goes off duty, your subconscious grabs the steering wheel. So the way you curl up or stretch out, or maybe even wrap your arms around your pillow, that's not just a coincidence. It's a very specific, unspoken language that says a whole lot more than you'd ever guess.
So, what's actually driving these choices our body makes every night? It's definitely not random. There is a really fundamental idea at play here, and it all boils down to one primal instinct: the search for safety.
And the key concept here is something called emotional safety. Okay, what does that mean? It's basically our subconscious, automatic drive to find a physical position that feels secure and protected, especially when we're at our most vulnerable, when our conscious mind is totally checked out.
Here's the easiest way to think about it. It's like your body's built-in internal security system. It just automatically kicks in every single night to put you in a position where, on a deep level, you feel the most shielded from the outside world.
All right, so now that we've got that foundation down, it's time for the really fun part. Let's start decoding your sleep style. I have a feeling you might just recognize yourself in one of these coming up.
First up is a true classic, and it's by far one of the most common ones out there: the fetal position. We're talking curled up on your side, knees tucked up towards your chest. Does that sound familiar? Is this your go-to?
Okay, so if you're a fetal sleeper, your body is basically trying to protect itself. It's all about seeking maximum comfort and security. This position actually goes way back. It mimics the safety of the womb, so it often points to someone who's pretty sensitive at heart, even if they put on a tough, really confident face for the world during the day.
Now, let's do a complete 180. From that curled-up, protective fetal position, we're going to flip over to its total opposite: the soldier.
The soldier, as you can probably guess, lies straight on their back with their arms pretty rigidly down at their sides. This posture often reflects a personality that's very disciplined, maybe a bit reserved, and really structured. These are usually people who have super high standards, both for themselves and for everybody around them.
And for our last major style, we've got one that's, again, completely different from the others: the stomach sleeper.
So these are the folks who lie on their front, with their head turned to one side, and a lot of times their arms are wrapped right around the pillow. Now, this position can represent a mind that's still buzzing, maybe even a little anxious, and has a tough time shutting down for the night. But funny enough, in their waking life, these are often the people who are super outgoing, bold, and maybe even a little brash. So let's just do a real quick recap of what we've covered. We've got the sensitive fetal sleeper, who's driven by that deep need for security. Then you have the disciplined soldier, who subconsciously really values structure and order. And finally, the stomach sleeper, whose active mind often belongs to an outgoing but sometimes anxious person.
Okay, so we've decoded the positions. But who cares, right? What does any of this actually matter when you're, awake? Well, that brings us to our last and, I think, most important section: the mind awake. It's cool to know this stuff, but what's the point? So what? What does this all mean when that alarm clock blares in the morning and you've got to get on with your day? How do these deep-seated tendencies actually pop up in your waking personality?
Well, there's this one quote from the source material that just nails it, and it says it all. Your body chooses positions that feel emotionally safe, revealing traits you might hide during the day. That right there, that is the key.
So you see, this isn't just some fun little personality quiz. Your sleep style is a direct window, a peek behind the curtain into your true, unguarded self. It's the part of you that comes out only when all of your daily defenses are completely down. It's the real you.
It's a pretty powerful idea, isn't it? Your body is speaking a language every single night, telling a story about who you are and what you really need. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Now that you know its language, what are you going to listen for tonight?